Glen Allen looks to make history on the gridiron at Hermitage and stop a streak in the process. Welcome to Sportswire. I'm Will Catterley. It's been 7 long years of losing for the Jaguars anytime they matched up with Hermitage. And the Panthers had not lost a district game in 77 tries. So it suffices to say Friday night was a huge game for Glen Allen in the record books. The Jaguars look to move to 3-1 and beat Hermitage for the first time ever. Well, it's Hall of Fame night at Hermitage. Juju Clayton, the former quarterback, getting the honors, as was Alex Bowman, Micah Green, and
Patrick Kane.
Yes, head coach Patrick Kane, who started that 77-game winning streak from 2000 to 2017. Nobody in the Colonial District could beat him, and that wink says it all. Over 160 wins in his career, the winningest coach at Hermitage High School. Congratulations to all 4 inducted into the Hermitage Hall of Fame. Then the game began. Second play from scrimmage. It's a jet sweep. Donovan Greenhow and Howe to Pater. Touchdown, Glen Allen, and they were off and running early and often. Hermitage trying to come back after the 69-yard TD scamper by Greenhow. Wyatt Winborn fumbles the football, but he was already down deep in Glen Allen territory inside the 10-yard line. But the Glen Allen Jaguar defense would stem the tide and stop Hermitage on 4th down. Later, we go to the second quarter, backed up inside their own 1. Running back stumbles, that's 2 points. Bucket counts, and the foul. Didn't make the free throw. 2 points is good, it's 9-0. Signs of hope for Hermitage, though. Been a tough season, but Nigel James, this defensive back, he can play some football. Saw the great tackle there, and then the defensive line. Herm defense played pretty well in this one. They really did. Got to the quarterback here, gets the sack, sets it up for the Panthers offense to get the ball back as Donovan Riddick, younger brother of once Hermitage quarterback Brendan Riddick, gets sacked. But later, third quarter, Hermitage did a good job on this guy, too. Devin Flowers carried the ball 23 times, only 77 yards. And usually, years past, that would spell defeat for Glen Allen. Not this year. They got other weapons. Riddick calls his own number, takes it into the end zone, touchdown. Glen Allen up 15-0 at that point, 1:38 to go. Third quarter, defense also doing their thing, and the special teams playing well as well. Let's go to the fourth. Riddick, yeah, he can return punts as well. Going to set up Glen Allen with this great punt return into Hermitage territory, and it would set it up for this. Glen Allen doing enough on offense. Their defense really took care of matters, and you can't stop Flowers all game. He's going to scamper in for a 13-yard run. Again, only 77 yards rushing for Flowers, which is not the greatest day for him, so credit the Herm defense, but gets in the end zone, 22-0 at that point. Hermitage on the comeback trail. Wyatt Winborn finds his receiver on the slant. It would lead to this. Winborn, too. Hands it off to who else but Nigel James. Great job on defense. Gets a Hermitage touchdown as well. That cut the lead to 22-7. This game was not over. Not yet. But it was about to be, because Glen Allen's defense, who played really well all night long, puts the exclamation point on it late in the fourth. It's intercepted by the Butler, Chris Butler, who takes it back to the house for the touchdown. And the Jaguars, for the first time in school history, have done it. Yeah, they can put up the W at Hermitage. They win it. 28-7 is your final. Meanwhile, in the East End, defending state champion Highland Springs was once again destroying the competition in all phases of the game. The Springers looked to remain perfect against Lee Davis, and this one went their way as early as the opening kickoff. So to Victor Kreider Stadium we go, where the Springers come rolling in, facing the Lee Davis Confederates. And they got this thing going from the opening kickoff. As I said, I posted this play on Twitter. Check it out. Opening kick, number 17, Devin Coles, goes on a ride. Round and round he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. He says, I'm too dizzy here. You take it. And all's wells with Antwain Wells Jr. He's going to finish the job, and it's a combined kickoff return for a touchdown. Assistant coach loves it.
Hey, way to be unselfish, baby.
Way to be unselfish, baby. And yeah, they had everything going. Lot of runs from this guy. Shy Ree McKeever almost takes it all the way to the house. out of bounds at about the 2-yard line, so they reward him with that run and say, go finish it, big fella. He does. Shirey McKeever, 2-yard touchdown run. Springer's up big early, already 14-0. And McKeever, 6 attempts, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. How about the defense? Lee Davis, quarterback, last, cannot get anywhere. Still in the first quarter, Devontae Waller, holla, hits his man in stride. A pretty, oh so pretty pass. Springer's in business. Antwain Wells Jr. on that one. And then, whoop, watch the cutback. That was pretty, oh so pretty. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy, does a half faded kind of Cam Newton thing there. Calls his own number, touchdown Highland Springs. Springers already 3 scores, and they're not finished. Non-defense, no. Dikembe Mutombo. It's like the block shot in the NBA. Remember Dikembe? If you don't know him, Google it. You'll remember that. I also was in some Geico commercials. On defense, they were great. On the slant pattern, even better. Once again, Waller, holler, connects with Tremaine Talbert, 61-yard touchdown pass. Springers had 28 points in the first quarter. Second quarter, they're still going. This time, it's number 8, Khalid Bradford. He finds pay dirt. Highland Springs has a stable of backs that all get it done. That offensive line opens it up for them. Then they just let the talented skill guys do their thing. Speaking of doing their thing, more defense. Mr. White, say hello. Christian White gets a safety. 2 points, bucket counts. Springers up a lot to nothing. Once again, later on, still second quarter, the Springers put up over 50 points in the second quarter alone. This time, McKeever from 19 yards out, his second touchdown of the night. And then let's go old school with the option. And right here we got Smith. Raekwon the Rabbit Smith. He likes to be called. He takes it in. That's good on a 24-yard touchdown run. Not to be outdone, Shirey McKeever. All the way down, finds Pater, does a little jig, touchdown, Springers. We're still in the first half, folks. The Rabbit Smith. Watch him keep the balance. Nice job by Raekwon Smith. 3 rushing attempts, only 3, 81 yards. You do the average. That's 27 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns for the Rabbit. And then late in the game, they put in the backup quarterback who throws a touchdown pass. Imaj Mercer connects with number 41 on the receiving end, Pierre Gresham. And it was all Springers as they put up their second 70-burger of the year, 71-8, the final. We hit the volleyball court when we come back. Tucker looks to do something they haven't done in over 5 years. That's beat Freeman. Plus, it's a rainy night for field hockey when Godwin and Tucker match up. How one late goal made all the difference. That's next.
Here's another 2-minute history report.
She's the most photographed woman in America and has been for over 100 years. She's Lady Liberty, the enormous statue that stands in New York Harbor. Her story begins in the 1860s when the French decided to give the U.S. a 100-year anniversary gift. Sculptor Frederick Bartholdi proposed a statue based on the Roman goddess Libertas, but wanted to create a massive structure. Gustave Eiffel, designer of the Eiffel Tower, lent some engineering insight. By July 4th, 1876, only the right arm was ready to explore. Finally, in 1886, the immensely popular attraction was completed and became the first sight seen by millions of immigrants entering America through nearby Ellis Island. She's 22 stories high and 154 steps from the toes to the top of her head. There's broken shackles at her feet, illustrating the break from tyranny, and 7 rays emitting from her crown for the 7 continents. Made of copper, her green shade is the result of weathering. She served as a working lighthouse until 1902. In 1916, during World War I, an explosion went off at a nearby wharf. The tremor loosened the statue's right arm, and the torch has been closed to visitors ever since. In the 1980s, she received an $87 million facelift as a birthday gift. She's appeared on posters, in movies, and even as the face on a counterfeit $1 million bill. So here it is in a nutshell. A shining light, a tourist place. For immigrants, a friendly face. An injured arm and a crown of beams. Years of weather turned her green. Gift from the French that was 10 years late. But all would agree, she was worth the wait.
That's the Statue of Liberty in 2 minutes.
Welcome back to Sportswire. A little field hockey, rainy Monday night action. Godwin at home taking on Tucker. Kick, save, and a beauty. First half action, no score. Godwin looking to get on the board early, and that ball just wanted to sit there and soak in the mud. Tucker dodges a bullet. They get out of trouble, and then they have an opportunity themselves. That's right on net. Keeper does a great job. Rebound. No, that goes off the foot. Later on the corner, still in the first half, Godwin another opportunity, just goes wide from the top of the circle. Eagles would have plenty of opportunities where that came from. Top of the circle again. It's like the same highlight over again. Only it's not exactly the same. Same play, same result, goes wide. Somehow this doesn't get into the net. Credit the Tucker defense and the keeper. We are 0-0 at the half. No score. Second half, changing sides. Number 21 puts it on net. Caroline Godwin, and then, oh my, somehow it doesn't go in. Godwin still keeping it in. And again, the Tucker defense says no. Could Godwin or Tucker, could anyone just get on the board off the post and then kicked out of the way? The rebound, no. And finally, Godwin finds some offense. Through the wicket, she shoots, she scores. She beats the defense and the keeper. Caroline Godwin gets the goal. 1-0 Eagles. Still, plenty of time remaining in this one. And it was almost 2-0. Good job by the Tucker keeper to keep them in the ball game. Still down just one. Godwin with a rebound. Yeah, that play wasn't over until they finally would get clearance. Tucker, one last great opportunity here. They get it inside, just can't get a shot off on net. And Godwin, great defense to close it out. Godwin and Godkin can celebrate as the Godwin Eagles take down Tucker, and they outlast the Tigers. 1-0 is your final. Let's go up tempo. We start with golf, where three-time defending state champion Deep Run continued their winning ways as the Wildcats won the regional title at Lake Chesney Golf Club. All-region junior Charlie Hansen led the way with a 5-over-par score, and Deep Run won by 38 strokes over second-place Freeman, who, along with the Wildcats, clinch a berth in states. Charlie Kennedy of Mills Godwin won the individual championship. Kennedy is the defending individual state champion as well. Back to the gridiron, where Henrico stayed unbeaten after a 44-6 win over Patrick Henry. Warriors running back Eric McDaniels ran for 80 yards and 3 touchdowns, while quarterback Jalen Jones added 180 yards rushing in the win. In ladies volleyball, Godwin moved up to number 1 in the latest Times Dispatch rankings. The Eagles started out the season with perfection and a 10-0 record, and they've only dropped 4 sets in their first 10 matches. In guys volleyball, Glen Allen stayed perfect as well, as the Jaguars took care of Tucker in straight sets to improve to 8-0. Drake Cawthorn had 11 digs, while Parker Bailey added 5 kills and 2 blocks. And finally, in guys hoops, Varina is happy to have all-Metro forward Tyrese Jenkins back. Jenkins transferred to St. Anne's Pell Field in Charlottesville over the summer before coming back to Varina. He averaged 17 points and nearly 8 rebounds a game last season for the Blue Devils state championship run. Well, let's head to volleyball, where, Sportswire's been a thing of firsts, hasn't it? It's been Glen Allen football getting their first win ever over Hermitage. Tucker looking for their first win in volleyball in over 5 years against the Freeman Rebels. And that doggo hunt, number 11, had a big night. Caleb Word gets the kill later. Tucker on the serve. This is the first set. Very close in this one. Freeman comes right back. Number 12 with the answer, Peter Hughes. The junior gets the kill. Tigers have the answer, however. That shot is going to work on the deflection for the spike and the point, and then later on the serve. They were full of aces. Tucker's serves. A lot of players, really, from service were terrific. Number 17, Tonio Ramirez gets it going, and then sometimes it's great to be lucky and good, and he's got both. This is Mr. Word. He gets the kill to go. And then later in the first set, he also gets the block. Huge night for Word. And the word is Tucker trying to take that first set. Still in the opening set. It's Tonio Ramirez on the serve again, and it's Word. Hit it where they ain't. He does. And the Tucker Tigers going to finish it off with Word. That is an ace. Tigers take care of business in game one because back-to-back aces. Have yourself a game, my man. Tigers win the first set, albeit in a close one at 25-22. It was Freeman trying to draw the comeback in the second. Number 12 again, great shot. Somehow Tigers corral it, and he drops it like it's hot. It's word again. This is a pretty good Tigers volleyball team. There's a bunch of good ones this year in the Colonial with Glen Allen in Conference 5B. Another great shot by Word. You've got Deep Run, last year's state champion. You've got Glen Allen. Tucker's solid. Freeman is young. They're going to get there. Still second set action, though. This was Tucker's night to prevail, or so it seemed. That kill shot is good. Number 10 had a big night, too. Devin Robinson on the point there. More Tucker. That time, it just goes in. A great-looking shot. Number 24 does the honors. It's Daniel Bazianos. But too much Tucker and Mr. Tonio Ramirez getting that one to go. Freeman trying not to go away. Tucker trying to knock it down and end it somehow. Great effort by Freeman. Excellent dig. And it pays dividends because they're going to get the point from Peter Hughes. But at 24-22, oh my goodness. Clutch. Nerves of steel by Caleb Word. Finishing off Freeman and taking that very impressive 2-1 advantage. And then in the third set, great job from service by number 10, Devin Robinson, getting it done. More Robinson. You want more? You got more. Another ace for Tucker, and they were dishing out aces all night long. All of these sets were close, but Freeman gets it done. They get the kill and the win in the sweep. First time in over 5 years. Caleb Word.
I knew I had that serve down tonight, so I came out aggressive. I really wanted to beat Freeman. This is a big rival for Tucker, and we got it done, and I'm just really proud of these boys.
It's back to football when we come back. Deep Run and Tucker look for their first wins of the year as they battle it out. And Varina looks to remain perfect as the Blue Devils travel to Hanover. That's straight ahead.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together. Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
Welcome back to Sportswire. Well, you have an undefeated Highland Springs, undefeated Henrico. Could Varina stay unbeaten, taking on the Hanover Hawks? The answer is yes. There, I said it. And that's the end of the highlights. Just kidding. Number one, Isaiah Page, though, had a lot to do with Varina's success on this night on the road. Scampers in for a long touchdown run. It's 7-0 in the first. Hanover looking for answers. And early on, roll out. That ball's going to get picked off by the Varina secondary. Leonard Scott making the play defensively for the Blue Devils and setting it up for this. They're going to roll out, dial long distance, and Isaiah Page, wow, turns it upfield into the end zone. Touchdown, Isaiah Page, 14 Hanover, nothing. As the Blue Devils were exerting their dominance in this one in a 14-0 game. We go second quarter, changing sides. It wasn't all just Varina. This is a wobbler, but it's going to be caught and taken inside the 10-yard line. Varina's coaching staff thought the receiver's foot was out of bounds. Trust me, on the replay it was not. It was inbounds. Good call of refs, and yeah, Hanover pays dividends. They get the touchdown run. They're on the board. It's a one-score game. Hawks had a tough season so far. Could they get back into it? No, not really, because Varina has a stable of running backs, and Isaiah Page just, oh my, that's unfair. That is unfair. That's like playing on the Xbox and hitting the C button and the stop and then spin. Page, dynamite night. Why not keep it going? The handoff, yeah, he's in the end zone before he loses control of football. Touchdown. Varina, that time it's number 7, Quentin Baylor. So they have a stable of different backs to do this. 21-7, still second quarter, more Varina, you got it. Quarterback, he's got an arm. This is a pretty pass. Dwayne Taylor connects with who else? What a catch! Top play nominee Isaiah Page. Third touchdown of the night for Page. And, or third big play for Page, I should say, would lead to this touchdown. Bryson Ross takes it in. Short TD run, 28-7 at that point at the second half. More Varina. Roll out. And I'm telling you, Dwayne Taylor making a good decision. Keeping it himself. Picking up the first down. Doesn't see anyone open. Doesn't panic. Doesn't throw an interception or an ill-advised pass. And it would lead to this. Going to keep the ball again. He gets rewarded with the short touchdown QB run. Varina can beat you in a lot of ways. This undefeated start, is legit. It is not a joke. 35-7 at that point. Double clutches again. Dwayne Taylor can beat you with his legs too. Out of bounds, almost into your living room and mine. At about the 28-yard line, a Hanover would lead to this. They just mashed them up front. Look at the offensive linemen there, getting pancake blocks and everything, and everybody's eating well. Bryson Ross with a touchdown run. All Varina in this one, 56-7. Well, let's go to the West End, shall we? Deep run, Wildcats rolling into Tucker. Both teams looking for their first win of the year. Entertaining ball game, and look out, photog Jeff Quillian, because when the fog comes out, you can get rolled. I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt. I had the entire TJ team hit me upside the head one time, and I haven't been the same ever since. No, I'm fine. But deep runs offense, not fine early. Tucker gets the fumble recovery, and it would set it up for this first quarter action. Tucker does a lot of great runs. They do a great job with their option run game, and that's what you're going to get right there. It's Mr. Applewhite, Carter Applewhite with a touchdown scamper, 27 yards out, 7-0. The home team's ahead at Fred Wells Stadium. Tucker up 7-0. Deep run had a great ball game, matriculating the ball down the field offensively. So did this guy. Number 27, have yourself a night. Matthew Johnson, that's one touchdown. You're going to hear more of Matthew Johnson as this game goes on. Second quarter, not a lot of big plays on this drive, but you do get the punctuation, the exclamation point. Tucker strikes right back with a short touchdown run themselves. 14-6. Tucker in the second. Back comes deep run. Seesaw affair. Bow kite. Nice spiral. And then shake out the receiver. Unbelievable skill and determination by Cooper Hamby. He puts it in the end zone. 14-12. Deep run down 2. And then back to this. The counter run. Oh my goodness gracious. Matthew Johnson takes it in. 36-yard touchdown run. Deep run back on top. We switch sides, switch quarters, and fourth and short, deep, and deep runs territory. Did he make it? Did he make it? Coach says, I don't think so. Where are you spotting it? And the refs say, well, we're spotting it short of the first down. So deep run gets a big stop. Would they make Tucker pay? Well, Tucker's defense made some big plays themselves. The interception, and they get the ball right back. Tigers still alive. Number 10, Omar Carrington. But again, the deep run defense answers the call on fourth down. A little tricky play from Tigers does not work out well. And then Matthew Johnson, his third rushing touchdown of the evening, 36 yards out once again here in the fourth. And well over 100 yards rushing in this one. 28-14, deep run up 2 touchdowns. Getting late for Tucker. They got to get it going. And they finally do. Into the end zone, number 2, Damari Fleming. So it's a one-score game with under 5 minutes to go. Here's everybody's favorite play, the onside kick. Deep run is Johnny on the spot, though. They recover it, and just a little bit later, ensuing drive, Bo Kite takes it himself. Quarterback had a great game. Gets a touchdown rushing right there. Great job managing this offense. And deep run, going to get the first win of the year. They take down Tucker on the road. Final score, Wildcats 35, Tigers 21. Let's check out other action. Freeman gets their third win of the year. They move to 3-2, 17-6 over John Marshall. Henrico still undefeated. Big showdown with Highland Springs coming up, 44-6. Well, let's go to some volleyball, shall we? It is Glen Allen. Earlier in the show, I told you about how good they've been playing. They are a great team taking on Godwin at home. They get the block right there. It's Giorgio De Luca with the point, and more from the Jags this time. Number 9 doing the honors. Charles Koch, he gets it to go, and oh my goodness, that's a top play nominee. Godwin coming right back. Doc Corriere just slams it down. But up 19-10 are the Jaguars. Their undefeated streak on the line in this one, by the way. Number 4, Caden Cowart, outside hitter, gets it to go, and then up 24-12, looking for set point, and got it to go. It is Charles Koch again, and it's 25-12. They win the first set. Remember, first 1 to 3 wins. Best out of 5, so let's switch sides. Second set, 5-2 the score at this point. Somehow Godwin keeps this one alive, but it's really like a good pass to Tucker, who sets that one up, knocks it down. Koch again on the play, and Charles had himself a great game. Charles was in charge, even though it wasn't the greatest pass. Look at this. Bam! Got some air on that. Andrew Klein, outside hitter. Klein is doing just fine. Up 9, still second set. Godwin getting that one to go. Outside hitter number 3, Ethan Joint, joins the party, gets into the scoring book right there, but 15-6 at that point. Glen Allen looks solid all the way through. Defensively, they got the block right there for the point, and they would take the second set. Let's go to the third. Godwin on the serve, and man, can he get some air or what? Caden Cowart, and Cowart on the serve. Godwin, knowing they got to get this one to stay in it. Glen Allen, though, setting it up, and they really get some great offensive looks, don't they? They did in this match. Andrew Klein with a kill, and then Klein tosses it up to the rafters. Nobody wants to get a hold of that one. It's an ace. And then Klein again all the way up to, my goodness, he's got to be throwing that up to the ceiling, right? We can't even get it in frame. Godwin comes back and gets the point. They're a good team. They're going to be all right. But Glen Allen is just this much better, at least this year. The point, the kill, 3-0. Glen Allen is your victor.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.